guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany, and if this is your first time coming across one of my videos, if you enjoyed the content, make sure you subscribe and click on that bell so that you don't miss any uploads from me. Today's video, you guys, is going to be me answering your questions and assumptions. I originally asked this about a month or so ago. I did keep those because I just didn't get around to doing the video, but here it is today, and I decided to combine it with a get ready with me, showing you guys how I do my everyday soft glam makeup. So hopefully this will be beneficial to you all, and I'll be able to answer some of your questions and assumptions about me. So if you are interested, then stick around. Okay, y'all, so excuse these contacts. They look a little scary, okay? These are from TDI, I believe. You guys always ask me about my contacts. I do wear contacts for seeing purposes, but these are obviously colored contacts. I don't remember the name. I think Queen Bee or something like that. I'll leave them in the description box. But I'm only wearing these because my clear contacts got dried. One of them got dried up overnight. So I'm letting that soak because I just opened those. And I guess the solution kind of dried out. So hopefully by the time I'm done with this, they'll be good to go. If not, maybe I can make these look good with makeup. I don't know, but I look like a snake right now. Okay, so these are my brows, but I do take a little spoolie and brush them. And I do like to fill them in just a little bit with my Anastasia Dip Brow in chocolate, just for like a little bit of deepness and to extend a little bit, nothing major. So I do that, and I don't like to go too much in the front. What I'll do is I'll just take the spoolie and brush it up. Keep them looking natural. But I naturally have like really shiny, I guess, dark brows, I guess. So everyone always thinks that I have them microbladed, but I don't. I guess that's a good thing. Really, I just like to create a little bit more of an arch on top. My brows are kind of flat on top, and I like a little bit more of an arch on top. I'm gonna go ahead and move into my primer. I use the Tarte Poreless Primer. I love this primer. And you guys know I am doing the questions and assumptions. So let's go ahead and get into those. So the first one is from Miss_Chief79. And she says, what do you do for a living? I work in finance, you guys. You guys know I do YouTube and I sell clothes. Like I have my own online boutique, but my 9-to-5 is, you know, finance, and I work for a healthcare company that specializes in software. So if you are any type of physician and you have to stay up to date with testing, let's say your NRP courses or hard code or any of those things, you should be familiar with my company because we provide those services, and I work in the finance department for that. So yeah, all right, so we're just gonna let that sit for a minute. It's kind of chilly today. I think the high is like 45. So I'm trying to decide between two foundations. I love my Bare Minerals Pro Liquid, and then my holy grail is my Estee Lauder Double Wear. I am in Amber Honey in the Estee Lauder, and I am in Hazelnut in the Bare Minerals. The Bare Minerals is beautiful. I like it more in the winter time because it just gives me such a beautiful, like, healthy skin look. And this one does the same thing in the summertime because I'm a little oily, but it still works in the winter too. So it depends on if I want to be beat or beautiful. No, beat or like just, you know, pretty skin, whatever. Let's try this one. Okay, so moving on to the next question. What's your favorite and least favorite thing about winter fashion? My favorite and least favorite thing is probably the same exact thing, which is coats. I love a good coat, you know, but I hate having to wag my coat along. So like if I'm going somewhere where it's not just in and out, let's say if I'm going shopping, I really hate dragging my coat with me because I get hot. I don't want to hold it. I want somebody else to hold it. So that's my least thing. I don't wear scarves often in the wintertime. They just kind of make me feel claustrophobic. So I guess that could be like a least favorite, but I think they're beautiful. I wish I could like wear them a little bit more. Okay, yeah, we got a little bit. And I used to hate when people put foundation on like this, y'all. But I swear it's so convenient because you don't have to worry about getting it on your hands. And this is just my Eco Tools Beauty blender. I do just rub it down because one side is flat and it blends much better this way. Trust me. I know y'all was like, I did a makeup video one time and they were like, why are you just dragging it across your face? I'm like, girl, trust me. I know what I'm doing. But I have a ton of brushes, but I like this particular foundation is on the thinner side, so it can be very streaky. So I like to use the beauty blender, and I like this flat side. It's not really a beauty blender, again, Eco Tools. But this, really? I like to use this flat side because, just ruin it, please. Thank you. Keep going. No, seriously. Okay, maybe I can talk again. So I do like to use the flat side because it just makes less streaks, but to each their own. And I take a little brush and just blend here just to make sure there's no line of demarcation. It is my color, but sometimes, you know, if the foundation is thick enough or if it's like full coverage, you'll still have like a line there, so. Okay, y'all, so on to my next question by my girl Fab Glance, and it says, do people assume you are mean? People assume that about me. I think people assume that I am, I guess it could be mean or maybe standoffish, or I don't know. I'm very like social, I guess. I'm not a shy person. I'm just an introvert, and people get that confused a lot. So that's the issue that I have. Like, I'm not a talkative person. I'm not a chatty patty. But, you know, I'm not shy to express myself or speak in front of a group of people or anything like that. So I think by them seeing those two characteristics of me, they think when I'm not talking to them or something like that, that I'm just being mean or standoffish. And it's really not that. It's just, you know, just comfort zone. But I need to get out of that. But yeah, I mean, people are going to think what they want to think, especially on the internet. I don't think people think that I'm mean. I respond to everybody. I try to be polite and nice. But I do have that, you know, I'm very sassy. Okay, she's sassy. So people in real life know that. Now I'm taking my favorite concealer. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. My favorite color is actually Dark 40. This has run out, so now I'm using Dark 36. This is lighter than what I like, but it still does the job. And I have 2 of these left, so I want to use them up until I buy some more. So I use this as a concealer and a highlighter at the same time. And you guys, I love this applicator. It's so smooth, like, oh, I just love this concealer. And guess how much it costs? $6. I got it for $4.50 though. I always get it when it's on the sale. So I do like to take it down the bridge of my nose. I don't tend to go too much on the forehead, but I'll give it a little bit today since this is so much lighter. I do want it to blend everywhere. And I'm not going to do my chin because I don't really want that to be highlighted today. Now what I like to do is let the under eye sit for a little second. I blend out the forehead first because that's where I don't want any lines of demarcation. I just really want the subtle lightness. And I use a dry beauty blender, you guys. I used to use it wet, but I find that dry, it's just something about it. I like it. Probably because I'm lazy, but it works. And now I go to the nose, so I don't mind if there's a little bit of line, you know, left after blending because it makes your nose look slimmer. So I blend it like that. And then just tap. So here's our first assumption by Mrs. Janae, and it says, it's easy for you to get dressed, pick out outfits because you have so many clothes. Actually, it is easy for me to get dressed and pick out outfits. Not because I have so many clothes. That's the hindrance, to be honest. But now that I have more organization in my life, it does help. But one thing about me as far as like picking out clothes and stuff like that, I get ideas constantly. When I get them, I jot them down in my notes in my phone, or like I showed you guys a few videos back. Sometimes I just have try-on sessions and I just take pictures of the outfits that work out and store them in my phone, or print them out on that HP Sprocket. And I always just have something to pull from. But just like on a regular day like today when I'm just chilling, I just kind of like go through all my sweatshirts. So like, oh, it's cold, that means a sweater day. Oh, it's hot, that means a this day. Oh, I'm going here, you know, I'm going to work, so it's medium weather. I want a cardigan and a shirt, you know. So I just kind of take the weather into consideration. My mood, do I want to wear heels or flats? And I just go from there. I'm not huge on accessories. I'm trying to get into more accessories because I really do feel like they complete a look. I'll give you a nice belt, honey. I'll give you, you know, a nice, very simple necklace. Always giving you a hoop. But like doing like the real accessorizing, like necklaces, all these necklaces and like rings and all that, that has to be a well thought out day. Because it's just, it takes too much of my time. And even my handbags, like, I don't switch out my handbags like I need to. But I'm trying to get better with that. Okay, next question. Kabai's Fancy, I'm not sure. Can you share what camera you use for vlogging? I don't really vlog, but the camera that I'm currently using is my Canon. What Canon is this? I don't even know. I will link it in the description box. I'm so sorry. I just drew a blank. But I'm using DSLR camera right now. So I'm gonna set this with my Sacha Buttercup. I've been kind of missing my Laura Mercier. I haven't used it in about a year. I've been on the Sacha. I get on kicks, but right now I'm really liking this. But I've been missing the other one, so. I do a little bit of baking, especially under my eyes because I have those natural like bags. So this is how we look baking. Now, do I want to do something on these eyes? Kind of don't, since I have these contacts in and I don't know if I'm going to keep them in or not. I'm just doing my regular everyday makeup for y'all. So on a regular basis, I always go to my Makeup Shayla palette because it's easy. And my Nubian palette by Juvia's Place. I love this palette. You see, it's been through some things. I like the Nubian better than Makeup Shayla's, but Makeup Shayla's has a lot more variety. So here is Shayla's palette. And here is the Nubian palette, which is a hot mess. I've had it for like a couple years. So I think I'm gonna go in and take Culture from Makeup Shayla's palette, which is just like a brown color, soft brown. Go in my crease while I decide what I'm gonna do. Another question I had from Angela, it says, do you help people make YouTube videos? I don't help people make YouTube videos, but I always answer questions when I get them. I did teach a class on YouTube, and I do plan to create my own curriculum so that I can offer you guys online classes and things like that as well. Just not necessarily on how to make a YouTube video, that will be a small portion, but really just the ins and outs of YouTube, how you make money, how to, you know, sustain all of that. So if you are interested, let me know because I do plan on putting some things together in 2019. Next one, the next assumption is from Shardale, and it says, I assume you make about $5 million a year the way you be dressed, girl. Oh my goodness. Now let me not do that because, honey, who trying to get robbed? Nah, but no, I don't make that money. I don't even make probably $1 million a year, child. But you know, I have multiple incomes. I'm single. I don't have any kids. It's just me. So I do have that luxury to spend my extra money on things that I like. I just so happen to like fashion, bags, and makeup and girly things like that that are very materialistic. You know, some people are into electronics. They have to have the newest phone. They have to have the newest AirPods. I don't have any of that. You know, I stick with my iPhone. I don't get the newest one every time. I don't have AirPods. I use the ones that come with the phone. I don't do all these different smart devices, any of that. So it just depends on how you want to spend your money. I choose to spend mine on clothes, bags, shoes, you know, stuff like that. All right. Now I'm going to go and find me a good crease color. which I'm going to use my True Complexion Contour Palette from Black Radiance. I picked this up at the Dollar General, y'all. This is in medium dark. I'm just going to use the contour shade and go in my crease with a fluffy brush. And I think this brush is from BH Cosmetics. Okay, this one is from Miri_06, and it says, best tops to wear to cover my stomach but accentuate my curves. P.S. You're the best. Thank you so much, hun. I have that same issue with my belly. I tend to just wear, like, if it's a t-shirt, I do like oversized t-shirts, or I do my half tuck. You know, you tuck in one side, you let the other side hang down, so it kind of just, it camouflages, but it does not hide it. People know you still got a stomach, but it's just not putting it on display, okay? But if you want to cover your stomach completely, I mean, flare tops or peplum tops or just oversized tops and accentuating your waist with maybe a belt, or if you don't want to do a thicker belt, you could do like a thin chain belt or something like that. That can accentuate your waist. Also making sure that, you know, your jeans are fitting you nice and they're not just cupping your stomach. But I wouldn't try to hide it because you can't, unless you just wear oversized clothes, and sometimes those make you look even bigger than you are. So what I would do is just try to make sure that my stomach is not on display, but definitely not try to hide it, because people can always tell. It's kind of like when you wear a cardigan in the summertime because you don't want to show your arms, you know? The next question is from _caramel_beauty_, and it says, do you wear shapewear? If so, where do you shop for your shapewear? So I wear shapewear very seldom, you guys. I know I should, but I don't do it too often because it's just uncomfortable. When I will wear shapewear is if I'm wearing a dress, like, you know, if I'm going to a dressy event or something like that. I've even gotten out of wearing bodycon dresses because they do require shapewear on me, and I just don't have time. But I did do a video on shapewear, and I will link that down below if you guys are interested, because I was trying on a lot of different ones just to see which ones would work for my body type. When I do wear them, I wear the high-waisted shorts. You can get those from Spanx. I like the ones from Target. I think they are called ASOS. They're amazing. I also have one from Impetua that was in that haul that I like. So, and it's very comfortable. Spanx is going to be your most comfortable though. So yeah, those are the ones that I do choose to wear if I choose to wear them. So now I'm going to go into the Nubian palette and just take this brown color right there. You can barely see it. It's kind of a reddish brown on a smaller blending brush, and just throw that in the crease. You just want to add a little depth. I have like hooded lids, so my eyeshadows tend to run together a lot, which is so annoying because I'm not a professional, but I would love a good cut crease one day. That would be nice. All right, so we're done with that. I'm just gonna move on to eyeliner and stuff. In the meantime, next question. Okay, this is from Cha_Neezy. It says, do you notice a difference in comfort with designer shoes versus cheaper shoe options? Yes and no. So cheap shoes, that for me, that's Forever 21. But I like Forever 21 shoes. They always have like some type of dupe or like just fast fashion and stuff like that. So I like them. I don't expect much, but I will say most of the Forever 21 shoes that I've gotten, I love them so much that I've worn them for like years, and they're comfortable. Some of them are not. I mean, it is what it is. But when it comes to designer shoes, the shoe is made better with like better quality leather. It's softer leather a lot of the times, but the actual shoe construction is a lot more restrictive, I guess, at first. Designer shoes, you have to break in. It doesn't matter how comfortable they are. You have to break them in. And that's the good and bad thing about designer shoes, because starting off, it's going to be uncomfortable a lot of the times, unless it's like sneakers or something. And even some of those you have to break in. But over time, they kind of mold to your feet. And that's something, in my opinion, that cheaper shoes don't do 9 times out of 10, because they're either not leather or they're just not constructed well. So it's a give and take with designer shoes. I do notice that I have my designer shoes and my cheapest shoes the longest, and my Zara shoes. The mid-level shoes like my Steve Maddens and stuff like that, you know, they may be real leather. I don't tend to wear them as often, but my higher end shoes and my like shoes that I never thought that I would love, I wear them all the time. It's so weird. Now I'm gonna just take the Maybelline Lasting Drama Gel Pencil in black in line. Next question is from AJ_2, and it says, what is one trend that needs to be canceled immediately? You know what? I really can't talk because I get into a good trend every now and then now. Y'all know me and these little bitty old bags, child. So not practical, but I love them. What is a trend that I'm just not feeling? Right now, I cannot think of one. I really can't. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I'm just gonna line my top line. Do a little cat eye. I'm trying to think of a trend, y'all. I cannot really. I may have to come back to that one. I can't think of a trend that I really don't. I can appreciate a lot of things even though I may not wear them. That's the thing. At first it was the dad sneaker, but y'all know I've been converted since I got my Balenciagas, and I slick want another pair. Sorry. It's so bad. Oh my God. Next question by the same lady. It says, if you could only shop at one clothing store the rest of your life, which would it be? Honestly, I would have to say ASOS.com because, and even though I don't shop there as often anymore, they house a lot of brands. So yeah, I would shop there, even though I would miss my Zara. But they have Misguided on there. They have Pretty Little Thing. They have their own brand. They have Reebok. They have, what do I say Reebok? Like I wear Reebok. They have Adidas. They have like a lot of stuff. So probably ASOS. One-stop shop. They have shoes, bags. And I would save money because they don't have designer stuff. So yeah. So that's the line. They're definitely sisters and not twins, but whatever. Maybe more so like cousins. Moving on. Let's see. This is from Miri_06 again, and it says, I assume you're single by choice. I assume a lot of men come onto you, but you see right through them. I'm actually not single. I've been in a relationship for about 5 months officially now. And yeah, so I'm not single, but before I was single definitely by choice. I had got out of a long relationship that I was just like, y'all can have it. But I wasn't bitter at all. Like I just took the time to heal properly without dating or doing any of that was going to confuse me about my emotions, about myself, you know. And I think that that's important and a step that a lot of women miss. You know, they like to go from men to men just for, and it feels better because, you know, it's like no love lost kind of. But just to be honest, you got to heal before you can be in anything healthy. So that's what I did, and that's why I was single for so long. And then my boyfriend kind of just came out of nowhere. We've been knowing each other, but I just never thought that it would kind of get to this point. But I mean, he's an amazing person, you know, so why not? Okay, y'all, so now it's time to take off all of this bacon. I baked a little longer than I wanted to. My forehead looks huge. That's because it's laced and slipped back. How we look after we have removed the bake. And I always set my foundation. I don't care how dry I look. I will refresh if I need to, but I have to set. So my favorite is the Becca Mineral Powder. This is the one. I am in the shade Tobacco. It leans a little dark, but I don't mind because it balances out some of my other foundations when I need it to. And I use an e.l.f. flat brush, and I just put it on. And I love the finish that it gives me. This is not available anymore, I don't think, unless maybe it's on the website. I always stack up on these when they're on Hot Look or Oat Look. So that's how I get this powder, and it's always for a good deal, and I buy a lot at a time. But this is my last one, and I'm sad. So next question is from hi_I'm currently obsessed. Hey girl, I've been following her for a long time. And she says, you got money. That's so not true. Again, y'all, I'm single. It's just me. Like, I work. My 9 to 5 pays me well. My YouTube, I do it because I love it and I get paid, you know what I'm saying, on top of that. So that's a win. And then I have my other business too. So it's like I have money coming in, you know. I pay my bills, I save a little money here, you know, and I have money to play with. That's just how it is. So I'm not rich. Trust and believe. And 2 years ago, I couldn't say the same. You know, I just learned that I have to be a hustler. Like, my dad is a true hustler. He will find a way out of no way. This man, he hustles. And I wish I had that kind of drive. I want what comes with the hustle, but I don't have that drive to hustle. I have the drive to get everything done that I need to get done. But to just constantly be running and being innovative all the time, I lack a little bit in that. Now that I'm like 30, you know, in my 30s, I've started to do that, which is why I started my business and stuff like that. And now my brain is like constantly going like, how can I make more money? How can I, you know, build this? How can I do that? And how can I do this? But it comes in time. And just let me be an example. You may not have it together last year, but you can totally turn that around the next year. You know what I'm saying? And I've been on the up and up, I would say maybe for the past 2.5 years. And that's how I was able to purchase my condo and just do some things that I've always wanted to do instead of just frivolously throwing money away. Even though, yes, I get my designer bags, I get my designer shoes, but I have it to do it. I'm not missing the money. So I'm blessed, you know, I'm blessed right now, and I'm thankful for that. So now let's contour. I'm going to go back to the Black Radiance, and I'm going to use my contour brush by e.l.f. Lately, I've just been using my little cheap brushes. I don't know why. I have MAC brushes and stuff that I've had for years, but these work just fine, child. It's like that. Go down the sides of my nose. Underneath, just for a little lift. And I do my double chin. You gotta catch the chin. And now, let's see, another question. This is from Evolving Beautifully, and she says, I never did assume you are my big sister in my head. You do no wrong besides killing these hoes. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that. Y'all are so sweet. I really feel like my style is super simple. I'm just glad that other people can relate. Like, you know, I like to throw in a little extra here and there or just do something that's unconventional. But otherwise, I am just a, you know, a jeans kind of girl. But one thing I do like is a good street vibe. That's my thing now. So I'm using this highlighter from Sephora's palette. This is the Spice Market Blush palette. I love this palette. I've had it for a while. Everything in here is amazing. And this highlight is bomb. It's very natural yet popping. You know what I'm saying? I like a glow highlight. I don't like a sit on top of the skin highlight. And this one is a glow highlight. Okay. Next question is from I Am Different Type of Dope. That's my girl in New York. And she says, how old are you? Girl, I am 31 years old. My birthday is in October. October 4th to be exact. So yes, she's 31, honey. She's very grown. Yeah, I'm 31, y'all. I'm gonna do blush. I'm gonna just go natural because yeah. So I'm just gonna use Raisin Blush by MAC. Everybody knows this, holy grail. Just right. Next question is, who are your favorite YouTubers? Right now, I like Tony Sef Dallas. She does clothing, y'all. I done got into B Love's life. Okay, I love B Love and Darius together. They are hilarious. I'm like obsessed. I usually watch Breakfast Club interviews. It's Judy Life's vlog is like my white noise in the background. Still watching her all these years later. Who else do I like? I like Jayla Corian sometimes. Love the Batty Twins. I met them through her channel. Love them. Very sweet guys. They're just so cool, funny, and sweet. Good-hearted people. Who else do I like? I like Queen. But recently I haven't been watching her too much. I would rather just hear the music. Who else do I like? Trying to think, who do I get excited when they put out a video? I like the pint-sized twins, I think they are. They're very like rich, wealthy, wealthy twins. But I like to watch them sometimes. Sometimes it's a little too above, you know what I'm saying, just in the clouds for me. But when I'm like not buying nothing, I like to see all the stuff they buy, because they just, I mean, they buy Hermes and all that stuff. Ain't about that life. I'm trying to think. I like Missy Lynn. I like her vlogs. I like Nitra B. I like the Glam Twins. I like a lot of people. I get in my moods. I'm in spurts. Like sometimes I'm really into fashion videos and I'll just watch all fashion, and it's not a lot of us out there. And then I'm into makeup, so I watch Makeup Shayla constantly, or I love Sarahi or whatever her name is. Love her too. Desi and all them. And then I may just be into vlogs only, so I'm just Judy's Life, or you know, Queen and Clarence sometimes, or you know, stuff like that. So it just depends on my mood. The next assumption is from my girl again. I am different type of dope, and she says, I assume that you are bomb AF. Thank you, babe. I appreciate that. I don't always feel bomb, but you know, I got my stuff together, so I pat myself on the back every now and then. But I'm one of those people, I'm hard on myself, y'all. Super hard on myself. I always feel like I need to be doing something else. Something else. But thank you so much. What's next? What are we doing? So I think it's mascara time. My favorite mascara of all time. No, let me spray my face. I want to use this new Caudalie Beauty Elixir, you guys. If you saw one of my last videos, I showed you guys this. So do you need to shake it up? It's weird. I want to spray my face and see how this goes. Oh my God. That was so refreshing. This freaking spray bottle, y'all. I don't know what they use. This is expensive. Oh. It's such a light mist. I've never felt something so angelic fall upon my face. Now, I don't know if the stuff is going to work that good, but this spray bottle, I'm keeping this. And it's glass. Wow. It smells very minty, though. Very earthy. She's very natural, honey. But anyway. Now we can move on to mascara. And my favorite mascara is the L'Oreal Voluminous in Carbon Black. I've been using this for years. I think it was Sam Fine when he used to talk with Aaron. Y'all, this is old YouTube. He was like, this is the best mascara, child. You ain't got to worry about spending all that money on the other ones. And I agree. Like, I like the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I like Dior Show. But honestly, this does the same. So bottom lash is done. Let me scoot on over to Instagram and see if I have any new questions, because I did put out one asking y'all, since I knew I was doing this today. All right, last question from Shayna _. It says, what camera do you use and what editing software? Love your channel. Thank you so much, love. The camera I use is a Canon. I will link it in the bottom, in the description bar. The editing software I use is just iMovie. I don't use anything special. I use iMovie, which came with the Mac, with my MacBook Pro. All right, so last but not least, let's do lips. And I'm feeling a lip combo today. So I'm going to do a few ColourPop products. This is Limbo by ColourPop, and I'm going to line my lips with this. So I just do that. Then I'm going to take Chai by ColourPop and pop that in the center. A little of this goes a long way, as you can see. Gotta blend. Like that. And I'm also going to take one of their lip glosses in Tight Fit. It's a metallic lip gloss. I'm going to put a little bit of that on. This is not very shiny, but it's metallic. See what that does? Now, last, I'm going to take my Fenty Glow, the Gloss Bomb, and add that. So here is my everyday makeup routine, you guys. A lot of y'all have been asking me for this, and this is it. I'm very simple. I do use all the products that, you know, all the gurus use, I guess. I mean, it's many products. This is not a natural look or anything, but it's very just neutral. I'll say that. It's not natural, but it is neutral. You can wear this to work, church, anywhere, and you're good to go. It's a soft glam, you know, so I like it. But yeah, this is the vibe. Okay, y'all, so we have a couple of last minute assumptions and questions. This one is from the.K Nicole. It says, you seem super cool and laid back, but you also take no BS. Now that's a whole fact. I'm hard on myself and I'm hard on other people, okay? I don't play no games when it comes to certain things. I am very like go with the flow. That's the Libra in me. Kind of indecisive. So if I don't care about what we do, I really don't care. I would do whatever you want to do. But when it's something I don't want to do, I'm not doing it, period. I don't care who all going. You know what I'm saying? So if it's something that I really feel strongly about. But otherwise, I'm just like, yeah, whatever everybody else want to do. I'm very laid back in that regard. But when it comes to playing with money or business wise, stuff like that, I'm very black and white. I'm very fair, and that's just how I am. So yep, you are right, girl. All right, guys, so here is the finished look. I want to thank you guys so much for sending me in questions and your assumptions. I hope you were able to learn just a little bit more about me. I know it's hard to get to know YouTubers and just, you know, influencers, because we only show the highlights of our lives, and sometimes you just want to know a little bit more. So I hope I was able to answer some of your questions for you. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up if you would like more like this as well. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. And I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.